the first book of Kings. It tells the story about Elijah the prophet. And he basically goes in front of the king, and this has got to be terrifying. And he tells him, it's not going to rain for 3 years because of what you've done against the Lord. And then God comes to him and says, flee, get out of there. And so he goes and he tells him to go to this brook, right? And basically that's where the ravens bring him food. That's where he drinks out of the brook. But remember, there's no rain. There's a true drought happening. So that brook dries up. And he is then told by God to go and find this woman, very specific. It's a widow and her son. And he says, for I have commanded a widow woman there to sustain thee. So now Elijah has to go travel and find this woman, and she's gathering sticks, and he says, please, I bid thee, get me some water and make me a cake to eat. And that's what they called like bread. And so she's like, I am gathering sticks right now to make the last tiny meal for me and my son, and then we plan on dying. And he says, do not worry about this, right? He's like, make me a little bit to eat and then make it for your son and you. And it goes on to say, for thus said the Lord God of Israel, the barrel of meal shall not waste, neither shall the cruse of oil fail until the day that the Lord sendeth rain upon the earth. So she went and she did according to the saying of Elijah. She, he, and her house did eat many days. And then it says, and the barrel of meal wasted not, neither did the cruse of oil fail, according to the word of the Lord which he spoke by Elijah. Everything about that story is faith, them having faith, right? She had to have faith that she's going to give him like the last of their food. He's going to take the last of their food, but they all have been told by God to do this thing, right? He spoke to the woman, he spoke to Elijah. They both have that reassurance from God that they will be okay. If they obey, he's going to provide. In our own lives, when God tells us, we have to have faith. If he tells us he's going to do something, his words do not fall short. This took a big step of faith for all involved there. But they did it, and God came through. And if he tells you he's going to do something for you, do what he says, because he will come through.